Okay, so we're gonna finish where the hell we left off. I had to go check that ass. Okay, I had to go be mom. Okay. Get shit in motherfucking order around this beach. I was like, it is way too early for you kids to be arguing and fighting with each other. Shit. What up, Antonio? Shit, what up? So, anyways, we're going to pick up where the fuck we left off. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go check out my linked bio at the top of the page. Thank you for them roses. First thing in the morning, baby. What up, paper figure queen? We talk sometimes. I see your comments. So this was all about being obedient to God. This was all about you living in your purpose. This is all about you living a life that you deserve. Like, you know, it's like sometimes I feel like people are so used to living in the struggle, or they're so used to being caught up. What's going on here? Being caught up in a certain type of lifestyle or whatever. And I feel like, no, like, just change it. Like, we have the power to change our reality. Like, have you guys ever seen The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher in it? Remember that movie? And so every time he comes back, he changes something. Finally, at the end, he just decides to not have that girl in his life because he keeps trying to fix shit for her, but it like always ends up like weird or really bad. So anyways, he just decides, you know what, in this life, I'm not even gonna talk to her. So anyways, good morning, TK. What's up, baby? And so this is about you being in charge of your life, you being obedient, even when it looks crazy to other people, even when it sounds crazy to other people, because God did not make 8 billion fucking people on this planet for everybody to have the same purpose, the same guidelines, the same this. No, for you it's different. For this person it's different. For me it's different. For my kids it's different. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be willing to submit to the will of the Lord. So it's like, you know, this is about you also surrounding yourself with a team of people, or people that are on the right path. Let me tell you, or on a road to success. They all want the same for their life, even though your lives are very different. You know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever seen The Divergent? Have you ever seen that movie? It's like 3 or 4 movies. Anyways, I thought it was really good. Like, I was watching it the other day, and I don't watch a lot of movies. So when I watch a movie and I like it, and it's a random movie at that, it's like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes God tells me, like, bitch, you need to just sit down and stop moving. So I will challenge myself, and I will force myself sometimes to watch something. And you know what? Usually I don't like shit, and I'll get up after like 15 minutes, 10 minutes of watching like a show or something. This was actually pretty good. And it's about somebody who's different. Like, they're not afraid to be different. It's like they're trying to find their purpose. They're trying to understand this life. And so, anyways, and it's like this community of people are intimidated by these people that are like categorized as like a divergent, because they're not afraid of anything. It's called, here, let me leave it in the comments. Hold on. I think it's on the Samsung. I don't know if you guys have Samsung TV, but I'm sure it's on some other shit. Divergent. Here we go. Hold on, let me pin that. I don't know if I can pin it now. Oh, I can't. Anyways, but it's Divergent. So, anyways, but it's like, it's kind of weird at first, but then like once like part 2 is pretty good, you know what I mean? And you start getting into the movie and you're like, weird, like people are hiding. It's almost like people are trying to hide and pose as other people because they don't want the government to find out that they're the divergents, and they're people that are like fearless. So they're like afraid of these type of people. So they put certain communities in certain categories. It's weird. So anyways, whatever, just watch it. But I felt like it's good, but it's like, you know, you're fearless, right? You have to kind of be fearless. You have to be, I don't want to say nosy, but you need to be like curious in a good way to find out like, why do I feel this way? Like, why do I want to go a different way? Like, why am I resisting some type of a feeling here that I feel like I know I should not be here right now around these people, or in this area, or in this situation right now? Like, I just want to walk away. And that's all you have to do. That's really all you have to do, is just like, no, I'm going to leave. Bye. I've done shit like that. People are like, where are you going? Like, I don't know. I just want to be around you bitches. Bye. But, you know, this is also about, these are people that you were around that you were not supposed to be around. And we keep talking about this. I feel like we've been talking about this for the last week. About you guys, about the collective using their discernment, about repetitive cycles or dealing with people that you know you're not supposed to be around. And I feel like this is something that, you know, you have to learn how to use your discernment and be obedient. This is about you having to understand that you have a mission. You need to be obedient. And not everyone's going to agree with you. No one's going to like it because here all of a sudden, here's you, bitch. You show up after everyone. Look at Judgment. People are judging you. After people have been doing the same shit in your family, or they expect you because they've chosen you to be the scapegoat, or they've chosen you, you know what I mean? Plans for you, and everyone has their agenda for you, but it's almost as though they didn't think that God had their own agenda. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is crazy. How dare you think you're better than us? How dare you think that you're gonna run your own life? You know what I'm saying? And so this is also about, you know, you having to literally leave it all behind. And in the movie, it's like she leaves everything behind. She has to leave everything behind. She don't keep nothing. I don't even know if they use the bathroom in that movie. Like, like, I don't even know. Like, they're just always in the same outfit. Anyways, whatever. Who cares? But yeah, look, Judgment. It's like whatever judgment that you went through when you had to lose everything. Oh, what up, Omnis? I haven't seen you in a cool minute. Is that the Lion King background? Anyways, you know what? Also, yeah. Simba. There's a reason for this change. There was a reason for this change. There was a reason that you had to leave it all behind. You had to leave that job. You had to leave that great pay behind. You had to leave your clients behind. You had to leave, I don't know, your family behind. Everything. And people were like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, bitch, while your ass is sitting there comfortable, you're willing to be uncomfortable so you can later on be comfortable, because God has had a plan for you since day one, and it's up to you. It's up to you to answer this calling. So it's like, and it's crazy because it's like she's tested. So it's like they make her like jump off a roof, and they're like, what are you scared of? Jump off the roof. And she's like, all right, fuck it. She jumps off, and at the bottom of the very bottom of like this hole, obviously you can't see where she's jumping, but she jumps, and then it's like this big ass net at the bottom. You know what I mean? But it's like, there's people that are scared and they don't want to do it. And in that movie, like, if you're scared to do shit, or you don't fit in and you're like a divergent, or you're somebody who, you know, you can't make it in this community, it's like you end up being like homeless. Like, they're the homeless people in the community. It's so weird. Like, they're outcasted. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, and God will replace whatever job and great pay you thought you had before. He will make it a better job, and you will get a better job, and you will have better people in your life, and things will just start. You just have to go with the process. It's not easy. And through that, I'm telling you, it's a trip. Like, I mean, you got to be patient a little bit in the beginning, because I'm like, what is this fucking house on the prairie shit? Anyways, whatever. But at the same time, there's like a lot of weird, it's kind of odd. It's almost like as if the Matrix, it's like if the Matrix and that one movie had a baby. Anyways, whatever. But it's a trip. It's a trip. And it's like, this was forcing you to change. It was time to change. I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot of things during that time. And and it's kind of cool, because even though, Mandy, it's like you were homeless, you lost a lot of shit. It's like, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to be great, because during that time, you're going to go through all of these things that were stopping you from moving ahead anyways, and you were going to have to start over anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that makes sense. It's almost like God is like, okay, well, now we're taking you, you're in this situation. Now we're going to clear out all of these impurities, all of these things about you that you need to fucking heal, that you need. So it's like, you're going to learn a lot of things on this fucking mission during this time, before you get the nice house, before you get to, you know, a place of peace, before you start, you know what I'm saying? You're able to stand in your power. You have to be tested first. And so You know, you went through a rebirth. This is about a rebirth with judgment, change, and death in reverse. This is about you. Yeah, this is literally about you having a rebirth and you being born again. Like, your whole life is changing. Everything around you is changing. You're going to give to the right people. God's going to give you what you deserve, okay? But you have to be willing to trade in. And it's crazy because also, I'm not trying to kill it, bitch, but it's true. Like, there's a lot of scenes in that movie where you're like, what the fuck? But she's always being tested. She's always being fucking tested. And there's always some type of a mind trick. Like, it's crazy, right? Because they block off this, they have like this wall, right? But it's a mirage. It's fucking weird. Like, people think that they're stuck in this thing and they're not. It's fucking weird. It's kind of a trip. And it's like, she's so curious, like, but what's on the other side of the wall? And everyone's like, no, don't go there. And she's like, fuck you, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out, I'm gonna go see, you know what I mean? And they're mad, they're trying to stop her and all this shit. Yeah, anyways, whatever. But it's like in your mind. So why I'm saying that is because, no, I don't want to spoil the movie, but I'm using it as an example because I thought it was so interesting because it's so true. It's like, aren't you curious to find out like what else is out there? Like, you know, it's like for some of you, I don't know where you guys live at, but some of you guys are from Australia. Some of you guys are from Canada. Shout out to those two areas because I am going to say you guys have bought a lot of my shit. Like, I've shipped a shit ton of stuff to Canada. I've shipped a shit ton of stuff to Australia. I have met a lot of people that you guys are in different countries. But particularly those two. But I will say different states. A lot of the time, like my products, they go to different states. Virginia, Washington, Florida, New Jersey. A lot of New Jersey people, they buy my products. So, you know, it's a trip. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know that everyone, like I'm from LA, right? California, San Fernando Valley, right? But it's such a trip because I'm like, damn, I've never left this area. Like, I've never left. So it's like, be curious. What else is out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, people like to install fear in you from the television, the news. Like, stop being afraid. They tell your vision what to think. So you don't ever leave. So you don't grow. So you don't expand. So it's kind of like on a bigger scale other than just ourselves individually. It's like we're supposed to expand, grow, move, travel, leave our homes, right? Leave our families behind sometimes. And it's like, it's just supposed to be that way. So, you know, so you can grow and see what else is out there. We have a huge world and it's like, and we're just supposed to stay in this one spot forever? Like, no. And it's like somebody here too, it's like you stop putting the blame on other people or you stop blaming yourself for giving to the wrong, I feel like forgiving to the wrong people and also you forgiving yourself because it says blame here in reverse. This is about accepting responsibility for your well-being, not for anybody else's. So it's like forgiving yourself, not blaming yourself for not knowing any better. It's like, and this is on top of the, look, for me, and I swear to God, you get so many messages out of these freaking cards, dude. Any deck, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's crazy. But it's hard to explain. But it's like, you know, with this was on top. This was the first and then the second and the third. So it's like wisdom. Just because, you know, you should do something doesn't always mean you should do it. So it's like, you know, you've had this intuition. You've had this intuition for most of your life, okay? Or for a very long time. And when you get that intuition, that's like a red flag. Like, wait, I need to stop what I'm doing. Hold on. Let me, wait a minute. Something isn't right. And this is about, you know, you not learning because it says either I win or I learn, but it's in reverse. Why is this in reverse? Why? Because you weren't learning because you were still immature. And with the blame card here being in reverse, it's like you have to like understand that like you have to go through certain things when you're immature spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Okay? Because you have to learn. Sometimes lessons are really painful. They're very painful. They just are. They just are. And this is what led you to freedom because it was supposed to push you. It was supposed to bug you so much. Like, why did I do that? Why am I not listening to myself? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna bug you so much, or it hurts you so bad by not going with your intuition and not listening, that you're like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm trying something else. I'm going to apply at this job. I'm going to move to this area. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to not listen to what these people are saying or what this person's telling me to do. And I'm going to do what I feel like God's telling me to do. I'm going to be obedient to what God's guiding me to do. Not what these people are doing, because they've been doing the same shit for 20 years. These people over here haven't gotten anything accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? No. And some people, it's like their path, they think you're also supposed to be on that same path. So it's like, you know, even people like I'm getting to, like, if you have a family full of like military, or you have a family full of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're like, but I don't want to go in the military. Or, you know, you have a family full of, you know, people that run business, and you're like, you know what? I do want to join the military. You know what? I do want to do this. Like, I don't want to take over your business, and I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just in the process, I found happiness. Absolutely. It's like you have to lose yourself in order to find who you truly are. You just have to. And it's like, you're going to get all these ideas. You're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, just live. Just live. Look, freedom came out. Oh, wait, hold on. Stupid light. Hold on. Freedom came out. It's like this was meant for, look, it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. This was the whole point. And it was like right here it says don't give up so fast, try again. Structure, order, discipline. So it was like the reason why you were not able to have this freedom was because you kept giving up. It's like you were stressing yourself out to the point, and it's like you didn't have discipline, you didn't have any order in your life, you could have had no structure or right or proper guidance. For some of you, it's like we've had to raise ourselves. Shout out to those that have raised themselves and fucking, you know what I'm saying? You actually turned out to be a decent human being considering the situations, okay, or the circumstances or whatever. But it's like that was it. That's all you needed to learn was, okay, I need to have enough discipline or enough structure in my life and put things in order for me, not for other people. And this was hard. This could have been challenging because it's like you could have given up. You could have given up hope. You were like, fuck it, had the fuck-its for a while. For those of you that have ever had the fuck-its, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, man, fuck this shit. I'ma do me, bitch. I'ma do me. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's okay, bitch. But you gotta come back. Okay? You gotta come back. You gotta come back down to earth. Okay? Get lost for about a month, maybe 6 months max. But you gotta come back, bitch. Okay? You gotta, all right, I've had enough. That's it. Can't go on no more binges, bitch. That's it. That shit gets crazy sometimes. So it's like that's what was necessary in order for you to have this freedom. You needed to not give up. You needed to not give up. These people wanted you to give up. The enemy wanted you to give up. Spiritual warfare is real. The enemy, bitch, we cannot see it, but we can feel it. God, we cannot see him, but it's an energy. We feel it. Okay? Love, you cannot see, but you can feel it. Okay? Not physically act like this water bottle. Like, yes. Imagine this is like a bottle of love. You know what I mean? You just drink it. Like, you know what I'm saying? On some Alice in Wonderland shit. But you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like you also need to use your mind as well. You need your heart and your mind is like they need to work together as a fucking team. Together, because you can't get lost in your emotions. You also can't get lost in your fucking head. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to balance out the both of them. And this is also about you trusting your intuition. Okay. Using your discernment. This is what you were being tested on. You had to learn how to do that all by yourself, baby. You couldn't have somebody else do that shit. And this could have also led other people to be kind of insecure. And you could have been insecure about yourself at that time. Oh, thank you, TK. It's like you could have been, I love you. You know, you could have been insecure about yourself because this is a confidence card. So it says confidence, you're a badass. Stop fake putting yourself down. Repeat, I love myself 3 times, but it's in reverse. So it's like you could have talked a lot of shit about yourself. You could have had other people talking shit about you. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is how crazy energy is. This is when you need to learn how to block off other people's energy, because when you're around too many people and they're fucking around or doing stupid shit in your, whether you realize it or not, let's say you're connected to your brother and your brother has friends, or you're connected to, I don't know, your dad. I don't know, whatever, right? Your dad starts talking shit to your brother about you, and then all of a sudden, it's almost like, and you hang out with your brother and you start feeling kind of low, or you start feeling kind of whatever. Or maybe even your brother was talking a little bit of shit about you, you know what I'm saying, on the side here. Hey. But it's like all of a sudden you start feeling that energy. You start feeling that heat, bitch. Like, really. And then you'll start putting yourself down. And then all of a sudden you start, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be mindful about who and how you react or how you act around certain people, or how you feel. Because you might even feel like you don't even want to be around them. Like, there's something weird, but you feel like you have to be there. It's because there's something else going on here. There's something weird in the energy that maybe is hidden from you. And this is why we have our intuition. This is why we have our intuition. Because it's like, you know how many times I've been in situations like that and I'm like, damn, you were my motherfucking enemy this whole time, bitch. Oh, and you were talking shit about me. Oh, and you were fucking, you know what I'm saying? Doing this, and this behind my back. And it's like, that's why I felt the way I did. That's why I felt, that is exactly why. And it's like, you have to be mindful about who you're hanging out with, because, you know, bad company corrupts good character. And it's like, even fucked up energy corrupts your character. You know what I'm saying? Corrupts your spirit. So it's like, understand that, like, energy is so fucking, it's fluid, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy. It's so easy to pick up on when you're around certain people. So it's like, that's why it's important to go into solitude, do shit by yourself. Don't be a fucking codependent bitch with a fucking friend all the time. Like, I need my friend. I need my friends. I have to call my friends. Like, bitch, you don't need to call your motherfucking friends. For what? For what? They're not God. Bitch, you better call Jesus, fuck. So, you know, and this is also about you. Look, it says grieve. This is about you crying about your old self. This is about you literally grieving the death of your own self spiritually. I cannot tell you, like, that is such a crazy experience to go through. You guys will go through, and it's weird. And what I mean by that is, like, you start recognizing you're not the same person anymore. You're not the same person, and it's kind of weird. Like, your mind will want to take you backwards. Like, is shit really this good right now? Hey, is this really this good right now? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is why, and it's crazy because your mind will go backwards. Like, I want to fuck this shit up right now. It's too good to be true. No, it's not too good to be true. And you have to catch yourself, because you will self-sabotage. You will self-sabotage. And this is why actually working or being part of the homeless community, or working with people that come from trauma, and even myself having trauma, it's like, you literally don't realize, and me even having to work on myself, fix I'm still in therapy twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, voluntarily, like, I want to be in therapy. I don't not want to be in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was funny because my therapist was like, I think it's, you know, you're doing really well. You know, we've been talking for a long time, and, you know, I feel like maybe we just need to do once a week. And I'm like, huh? And then, you know what I mean? Or like, obviously to wean me off of it. But it's like, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I work with homeless 6 years. And it's like, you know what? And it's crazy because you know, with statistics and all this shit, right? It's like, people actually, like, they did a study on this, like, why people, it's so hard to get out of that community sometimes, or it's so hard to, like, get to a place of, like, bettering yourself and working on yourself. Because and why I'm saying we is because I've been part of that community. I've not only worked to help, but, like, been part of it, okay? I've been homeless 3 times in my life. Once when I was 19, another time I think I was 22, and another time when I was like 30. 28 or 29. I was just about to turn 29. And so anyways, now this is the thing, is that we will self-sabotage. Like, wait a minute, it's too good to be true. Nothing's ever going to get better. You have to literally believe that things are going to get better. You have to literally believe that things will change, and you have to, like, keep going, because the enemy wants you to give up. With the don't give up, try again. This is what the enemy wants you to do. Like, gosh, I'm never going to get out of this hole. I'm never going to be able to have enough structure, order, or discipline in my life for me to, like, get my shit together. I don't want to be in this fucking, you know what I'm saying? And so you set yourself up and go backwards. Everything's in your mind and your heart. So it's like, you got to balance it out. I'm a trauma mental health worker and I still go to therapy. I love that. I also went through hard times and it made me who I am. Absolutely, it builds your character. It builds your character and it really does. It does help you also, I feel like, discern people as well, or like discern situations. Like, you know, also it's like your bullshit radar. TK is on motherfucking point, girl. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like when it's like you could read people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you deal with a lot of you're very intuitive. You know what I mean? So it's like this is a good thing. It's a great thing to work around people and to be around other people, but it can be draining. It is draining because you deal with a lot of crazy. I know I've been one of those crazy ass fucking clients. But it's like people have to be so understanding, and you have to come from a space of like a lot of love. Oh, thank you, TK. I appreciate that. But it's like, you know, I'm like nowhere where I want to be at. But lots of self-care. It's so important. And I feel like people don't realize that. You know, some people might even feel weird about having self-care or doing things for themselves. Like, I know I do sometimes, but sometimes I'm like, no, fuck that shit. I deserve it. Like, I should be able to have a few hours of silence. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But sometimes it's like, I used to feel bad. I remember when people would try to give me stuff. Or like, oh, hey, like, why don't I just help you? I would be like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I got it. Don't do that. Let somebody help you. Let somebody help you. It was funny because my 10-year-old, she wanted to take me out for my birthday. And I felt bad. Okay, I felt bad. She has her $20, you know, her little $20 and shit. And she's like, Mom, what do you want for your birthday, you know? And I was like, I don't know, honey. I don't need anything for my birthday, you know, whatever. But it's like, you know, I was like, you know what? I was talking to somebody and they were like, just let her take you for coffee. Let her do that because it's good for her growth. It's good for her self-growth. It's also good for her as well. It like makes her feel good that like she was able to do that. Wait. Hold on. Don't walk up in here like that with your towel on. Hold on. Hold on. Girl, I'm walking. Anyways, whatever. Somebody was walking around. I'm like, I'm alive right now. I don't think you should walk around here in a fucking towel. Okay. So anyways, but it's like, don't refuse things. What I'm saying is don't refuse things because not only does it help other people, but it's like, it's almost like a chain reaction. So I see that was not only like good for her and her little development and her little character, but also, I was like, whatever, I'll just give her like a bullshit chore and like give it back to her. You know what I mean? But accepting what the universe is giving to you, because if you're rejecting help from other people, you're basically saying like, okay, so you're going to keep rejecting help from the universe, and then eventually you're going to get so tired and overwhelmed and so overloaded that you're going to end up asking for help anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the whole purpose of that. So it's like, don't reject what the universe is giving to you or sending to you, even people. I feel like sending people to you to help you, and then you're like, no, it's fine. Like, no, it's not fine. Accept the fucking help, bitch. Just say yes. Don't refuse it. Like, that's something that's really hard to do. I feel like for me is to not say no. I like to say no, bitch. I like to say no. No. Can I? No. Should I? No. Do you need? No. But the whole point is for you to ask. Somebody's like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you need to allow the universe to give to you. So it's like, I feel like too, by you rejecting somebody, even one person, that's also rejecting like help from the universe too. That the person just wanted to come in and do something nice for you. You know what I mean? So it's like, be mindful of that as well. And then eventually you're going to be so overwhelmed and so overloaded with like, you know, you doing everything that you're going to end up like praying about it. Like, God, please help me with this, and this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a learning experience. I feel like. And I feel like people judged you look at with abundance in reverse and judgment here. And then opportunity in reverse and healing process. Don't rush it. It's like people didn't understand why you went through whatever it is that you went through. And I feel like they judged you because you could have lost everything. They judged you because of the shit you had or you didn't have. People judged you based off of, you know, your situation and the choices that you decided to motherfucking make, bitch. But it's like, that's the thing too. Like, I feel like people need to learn how to mind their own business. They really motherfucking do. But this is about you doing whatever it is that you needed to do and then rising from the ashes. It's like you needed this change because it's like they didn't understand that your life was based on a fucking lie or some shit. Like it was an illusion. It was an illusion. You needed to change your mindset. These people are going to witness you change. They're going to witness your growth and they're going to know. It's like, it's almost like whatever people were doubting before, they're going to understand. They're also going to understand the importance of investments and patience. Okay. Wise investments, that you can't rush anything. You can't. Yeah, it's like these are people, look, with pride in reverse and perseverance. It's like they didn't think you were gonna motherfucking make it, bitch. They thought you were a fucking loser. You know what I'm saying? Like, but those people are losers. They really thought you weren't gonna motherfucking make it. And it's crazy because these people in that Divergence movie, TK, I'm telling you, like, they set up all these different traps and like illusions. Okay, in the movie, they set up all this shit, right? But it's like you have to push through it. Like I was saying about that wall, it wasn't a fucking mirage. You know what I mean? It was a bullshit. I mean, they had to do work to get to that wall. And once they got to that wall, it was a lot of hard work. But it's like, it's just weird. Like, it's just, there was a lot of crazy shit in that movie, but it was all mirages. Or if you guys have seen The Labyrinth, remember The Labyrinth with, what's his face in it? Oh my God, why can't I not think? The Goblin King. But she has to go through this maze to get her brother. She could have just gone straight and it would have took her to the castle. Yeah, David Bowie. There you go. I love David Bowie, dude. Anyway, so it could have took her straight to the castle in the beginning of the movie, but she ended up taking the long way. And it's like, you know, she wanted to give up and all this shit. But either way, I mean, both ways were going to take her to the castle. But one way was just a little bit harder. And I feel like it also, it showed her a lot of things. It taught her a lot of things. And I feel like it's just important, like, for you guys to go through whatever route you decide to take as well. And I think I said that the other day about no matter what route you take, if you want, even when you get distracted or whatever the case is, it's like you're going to end up on the same path that you're supposed to be on anyways when you want to be on the right path, okay? So don't worry about making mistakes like, oh shit, I should have went this way or I should have went that way. Doesn't matter what you should have, could have, would have did. Bitch, you didn't do it. That's what you did. You did whatever it was that you needed to do in order to get to where you need to be. And whatever lessons you needed to learn, whatever things you needed to see, whatever people you needed to meet, it's like these were all harsh and valuable lessons that you needed to learn, know, and grow from in order for you to keep going. And this is also about you not being too prideful to ask. Okay, because you could be somebody that is like, you know, you could have also been shamed for asking. If you were somebody that doesn't like to ask for help, you could be somebody that was dealing with a very abusive family or abusive partner where it's like they will take that help and rub it in your face or utilize it to gossip or say negative things about you as though you're just this weak individual. You know what I'm saying? Instead of building you up like, okay, yeah, sure, let's, you know what I'm saying? No, they would use it as a negative way, set up kind of road blockages, delays or whatever in your path to like make you fail. And then you would be that weak individual again. So maybe you're just somebody you don't want to ask for help. What up, lady? You don't want to ask for help. So it's like, that's where that pride came from. So it's like, but you did persevere. These are people that they wouldn't be able to walk in your fucking shoes, bitch. Not even a fucking a mile, bitch. Not even a mile, not even a half a mile, bitch. Not even a quarter mile. Okay. These are people that are fake as fuck anyways. Surrender was on the bottom here. It's like you surrendered, you stopped worrying. Yeah, look at growth. This was necessary. And these people, they didn't have any fucking, it's like they didn't, it's like they didn't have any empathy for you. They didn't care. They thought you were stupid. They thought you were dumb. Thought you were crazy, bitch. Maybe just a little, bitch. Come on now. Don't lie. Where's my crazies at? Okay. And it's like, these are things that are there to help build your fucking character. These are things that are meant to help you help others. So it's like, imagine if everyone just helped each other. Imagine if we all just lived off our own talents, abilities, and you know, we're able to literally do what we're called to do. Like, we would never have any lack in this world. We would never have any, like, it's just crazy because the way I see things is just, we wouldn't have all these issues. But one day at a time, right? Maybe one day. All right, so this is also about, it's like you are someone that's meant to take a lead or be a leader, okay? But it's like you didn't see it. You're a person who is like, and I don't want to say like God, but very close with God. The Hierophant is here, but it's sideways, okay? It's actually, it's like, and you also have this union here. So it's like, look. So you're somebody that's very close with God, or it's like you got close with God. You desire some type of a marriage or a union, okay? But it's like you could have gotten into the wrong relationship. You could have gotten into the wrong union or unions with people, okay? And it's like, you know, you're somebody who's very committed and loyal. But the problem is, and you could be somebody that is like an advisor, or you advise people, or you are a spiritual guide, something like that, okay? You could be somebody that's meant to lead in a leadership role, management, something like that, right? But it's almost like God was like, you have a greater purpose, and you, in order for you to live in that purpose, to be this Hierophant, because this came out like this. So it's like it was being blocked off from you. You weren't even, it's like you didn't see who the fuck you really were. You didn't see who you were yet. These people didn't see who you were yet. They weren't supposed to, because it's like they needed to watch. Since these motherfuckers were so nosy, since these people were so intrigued on, let's bag on this person. Let's go ahead and watch this person slowly just, I don't know, crumble and life fall into shambles. Because this is somebody, these are people or somebodies that watched you grow. They've watched you fall. They've watched you, they're used to watching you go through a lot of issues or things, right? So this is the gross, this is the disgusting part. So once you decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna leave this shit, I'm not gonna do this anymore, I'm tired of the ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna do the ups and downs shit, I'm gonna do it on my own. I don't need your ass to sit here and grow an audience, you know what I'm saying, type of shit. Yeah, these people are in regret. These people are in regret, because it's like now they're gonna watch you rise, okay, pretty much from the ashes. And whatever doubt that they used to have, they no longer have that, because you were the living example. They didn't even fucking know. They didn't realize. God had to hide you in plain sight. And it's like you're being rewarded as well for the obedience. The hanged man. Yeah, it's like you needed to be in this hanged man position, in a sense, to have some type of enlightenment, okay? Somebody here, it's like you were having problems with possibly, you know, being patient. You know, it's like somebody here got stuck in a situation that they needed to be in. Somebody here could have even served like jail time, okay? For some of you. And it's like, for some of you, it's like you had to be stuck in a situation for quite some time in order for you to see, almost like, if you were used to living a certain lifestyle, this is for some of these men out here, okay? I feel like this is also for a man. So it's like, you know, if you're used to living a certain lifestyle, you've been used to it, it's like you're now going to be stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or thanks to God for teaching me the lessons and bringing certain qualities that I had. Yes. And it's like, you know, sometimes you won't even see those qualities because you're so distracted with bullshit. How to walk away from the ex. It was too toxic and it was not for me. Absolutely. And it's like, you know, you have to get stuck in these weird positions where you're like, how the fuck do I get out of this shit? And the only way to get out is through God. The only way to get out is through God, and to start being obedient and start actually realizing I need to cut everybody off. Like, I'm in this situation right now and nothing else matters. Like, you will be in survival mode. Like, fuck it. Hey, nothing else fucking matters right now. I need to worry about myself. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, type of shit. Like, yeah, you're not cool. You're not cool. You're not cool. But it's like, this is why we get stuck in these positions, because it's like you have to have some type of enlightenment here. Like, this has to happen, and you only get that enlightenment when you're stuck. When you're stuck. when you're stuck in a situation and it's like, you know, people can be used to living their life in a certain way and they don't see anything outside of that. They don't see anything. And it's like, hey, and even if you get stuck in certain situations, you really start seeing people for who the fuck they are. Are they going to ride or die for you? Are they really going to be there for you? Are they going to help you grow? Are they going to keep you stuck? And some people might act like they're ride or die for you. And some people might say that they are. But when push comes to shove, there's also people that will backstab you, set you up, use these hangman positions to fuck you over even more. I'm telling you. They will utilize it. They will set up traps, booby traps, and all kinds of shit. It's like this was like somebody's worst nightmare. Okay? Was for somebody to be enlightened. For somebody, and it's like for a lot of secrets to get exposed. Okay? So it's like you could have found out some shit while being in this hangman position, being stuck in a rut, or being stuck in a position. It's like, and having that, being able to step back for a minute and really seeing, I feel like really seeing people for who the fuck they really actually are in these harsh ass fucking times that you really fucking needed people. And these motherfuckers, it's like you could have found out some shit, and that's why you needed to go into solitude, because you could have lost your life. For some of you, okay, for some of you, you could have literally lost your life and you don't even realize that God dragged you out of that situation, placed you in another situation, was like, you're gonna be all the way over here because this is where I need you to be. You need to see something. You need to understand something for what it is. Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because it's like, if we can't go through these experiences ourselves, or we don't, you know what I'm saying? Or we're not connected to people that have gone through certain experiences, like we're not going to understand. We're not going to be able to give that knowledge, right? The best teachers I feel like in life, or the best guides, are the ones that have, obviously, we're not ashamed to say it. We're not ashamed to fail. Okay. We're not ashamed to admit our wrongs. Okay. We're not too prideful. And it's like, that's another thing. It's like, these are people that they're ashamed. They're ashamed that you know, they hid who they were. They hid their intentions. They had hidden motives. And I feel like, you know, it's like they wanted this person to feel, somebody here could have literally wanted somebody to lose an opportunity or to miss out an opportunity. And it's like, it wasn't a missed opportunity. You just had to wake up. You had, oh, thank you, TK. And I you know, I thank God every day. I really do. I talk to God every day on a daily, and it's like, you have to. Like, you have to, even on your fucking worst days, even on the days where you're like, what the fuck? But thank you. Thank you guys as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. But it's just, you know, these are situations that people thought you were never going to get out of. That you were just going to be a loser. This, for sure, this is going to work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got this person this time. They're never going to recover. Yeah, well. You know, it's like, this is also about somebody not wanting you to recover from a situation. And it's like, they wanted you to feel like, I am so done. She's been hella moody today. Who's crying? I already know. Who's pouting? And someone's like, no one. No one. Yes? Who's not letting you in? Jolene? Open the door. There's too many damn doors in this house. I swear to God, it's like, there's a room, there's a door. There's a room, there's a door. There's a door, there's a room. It's so weird. Like, there's so many fucking doors in this house. Anyways, but it's cool though. Little brat. Earlier today in this house, dude, I swear to God, like, my 8-year-old and my 6-year-old were fucking going at it. My 14-year-old were going at it. I'm like, bitch. Anyways, I need to go check that ass. But come here, tell me what happened. Oh, and Chula's upstairs. I'm like, why is the dog upstairs? What? Yes. All right, I'm gonna go up there anyways, you guys. I gotta go upstairs. I gotta go. I'll be back, bitch, after I shower and put on my face. All right, anyways, but peace. Oh shit, it won't shut off.